camera clear across the room. Because I don't want you to see my Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer nose. I was up from midnight till 4:30 or 5 last night, blowing it. Some nights, if I could just figure out what happens those nights that doesn't happen the other nights, if I could just figure it out, I would be so happy. So it is Friday, February 3rd already. Can you believe it? We're going to have Valentine's Day here pretty soon. I have some more news about my husband. You know, husbands, you know how you say, don't do that. Don't do that. Please don't do that. I don't know how many times I said, stay off the ice. Stay off the ice. It's only going to be here for a couple days. Just stay in the house. Stay off the ice. Well, he just would not listen to me. So yesterday, I had my blinds pulled up over there because I wanted to see, you know, the weather outside because it's so horrendous, and see if it was snowing or sleeting or freezing or what it was doing. So I had my window up for the last couple days. My shades up. And so I walked over to the window to look out. I thought, oh, I think I'll look out and see if the ice is melting. It wasn't. And what do I see? What do I see out the window? Raise your hand if you know. Raise your hand. Y'all know. Y'all know. Y'all have husbands. Yes. I said, you don't need to go to the barn. Stay in the house. I don't want you walking on the ice. Oh, Joy, you're such a worrywart. You're such a worrywart. I said, I fell on the ice when I was a teenager. It's horrible. My head was in the garden. My feet were in the grass. My butt was on the sidewalk. It was horrible. I was supposed to be going to school. Stay off the ice. Stay off the ice. And I told him, wait till the ice melts, which will be today. Then you can go to the barn, whatever. Just stay in the house, watch TV, get on your computer, do something, stay off the ice. So I walk over to the window. And what do my wandering eyes behold? Isn't that a song or something? My husband, with a briefcase in one hand. And when you first leave our house, you've got the driveway, the cement driveway. And so I see him walking real careful on the driveway, like this. And so when you get past the driveway, we have all the rocks that make up our great big driveway out there. But they're covered with ice. You can't even see the rocks. It's covered with ice. And so I see him step gingerly off of the driveway, then on rocks, and he just starts walking like this. He didn't take 10 steps, and I was watching, and he fell over, and bam, on the ice, a briefcase and all. I opened up my window. I hollered, are you okay? Are you okay? Yes, I'm okay. Do I need to come down there? Can you get up? No, I can get up. I can get up. Well, his shoulder that he fell on has been hurting him badly ever since, and he can't lift his arm up very high. He can't lift it up over his head or behind him. So we're going to the doctor again today. Thank goodness it's Friday this time and not a Saturday, so we don't have to go to the ER. So we've got an appointment at 3 o'clock today to take Jerry to have his shoulder x-rayed. So it's not bruised. I mean, it probably is inside, but there's no bruising marks. It looks a little bit swollen. So hopefully it's just going to be, pay attention to your wife and quit falling on the ice. But I'll keep you posted on that. All right, I want to answer some questions. I'll be right back. All right. In honor of the icy conditions outside, I have allowed myself a 10:40 in the morning cup of half-calf with Brahms squirty whipped cream stirred in. Oh my goodness. Almost too hot to drink. Alright, so here's what's going on. I'll answer your questions in a second. You know I'm doing a Season in Blue sample quilt sew along first Wednesday of every month with Edit a Sitar of laundry basket quilts. So you saw my little houses I got done. Where are they? Here they are. You saw my little houses. that I got done. And nobody told me what was wrong. I think I erased, what I did, you know how I cut half my jacket off? Well, not only did I do that, I did 2 snippets showing you the first month that I got done of the houses and telling you all about what iron not to buy and my new iron. And I forgot about those snippets and didn't get them put on, so I'll just tell you over again. So here's my houses. Now this is the first house that I made. And I decided I didn't like it. This is the second one that I made because I didn't like the first one and I wanted to fix what I didn't like in the first one. Can anybody out there tell me why I didn't like this one and I changed it to this one? I hope you can tell. Let me get back here behind the lights. It's not because I changed the chimney to a different color. It's not because of that. So tell me what you think. And then here was the second house that we made. So this was month number 1. And I have my 2 houses done. And so I looked yesterday on Edita's blog to see what the next block is going to be. And it's going to be this. All of the blocks are going to be in this book called A Season in Blue. So the second blocks, I'm getting up close to the camera and there's no light there. The second blocks are going to be this. You know, all the directions are here in the book. So if she wants you to buy her book, of course, I mean, she's in business. Here, it's this one. It's this one. So these are the blocks we're going to make now. Right here. We're going to make a whole bunch of them. Maybe 12. Haven't started it yet. So this is month number 2, what we're going to do. And you can print the blog post that she does, very, very detailed blog post that she does, but it's like 31 pages. So I decided to just print the first page and keep track of what each month we're doing. So that's what I'm doing on that. And of course I have all my blues here on the table to do it with. Well, let me take another sip and I'll tell you something else. Thank you, by the way. Thank all of you for your super, super nice compliments on my Callie cardigan. Look what I found in my stash out there. I wasn't looking for it. I was looking for something else. And I saw this peeking out, you know, just the side of it's all I can see. And I thought, oh, that matches my new jacket. So I'm going to make myself a cotton sleeveless shell. Because I don't like putting sleeves on over sleeves. I mean, that jacket has big enough sleeves I can. But it's so much easier to wear if you don't have sleeves tucked inside of sleeves. Especially at the shoulder. So I'm going to make myself a sleeveless top to wear under my jacket. Somebody said I like it better with the blue. I do too. I'm going to try it with the white. I started to wear it to the doctor with Jerry today, but I had to wear ice boots, so I decided to save that for maybe our happy anniversary steak dinner when we go out on Valentine's Day, or maybe, oh, we can't go now because of Jerry's shoulder, but maybe by Valentine's Day he'll be okay. All right. Another question you asked was, what is that other book you showed from Fit Nice? So here's the 2 books. There's actually 3. I'll show you the other one. This is the first one. Great big book. She does not sell them like this anymore that I know of. She sells them as e-books, especially this one. So this one is called Design It Yourself, a Fit Nice Workbook. You can find it at fitnicesystem.com. Look under books. This one is her newest one called Top It Off. And it has a whole bunch more designs in it that this book does not have, which is why I'm looking in both books to find the letters. These are some amazing, there's not indexes in these books, which I don't understand. I think this one lists the names of all the garments and the pages they're on. I think it might, but the first book doesn't. So somebody took pictures of every page in every book of the first page of what the top is named. This is from the Top It Off book. And it shows all the tops and what pages they're on. And this is from the Design It Yourself book, and it shows all the tops and what pages they're on. And look at how many there are, all these different styles. A bunch, that's 2 pages. Lots of jackets. And 3 pages. And 4 pages. And 5 pages and 6 pages of styles in the Design It Yourself book. That's what these are. They're to take her very, very simple pattern. One front, one back. They're actually exactly the same except for the neck, except for mine, because I've changed mine a lot. I put a FBA, a round back, a sway back, changed the shoulders, changed the hip. Lots of changes in mine. And you'll probably have to do that too to get them to fit you. And the necklines are just very, very basic, right up here, scooped necklines. And so you can change it to a U, to a V, to a boat, to a anything. Okay, and so then the Top It Off book has 1, 2, 3 pages. 3 pages of tops that are not in the first book. And what's her other book? Let me pull it out. As far as I know, this is her second book. And it's called Fit Nice Simple Solutions. And she does so very simply, very easily, and her garments come out beautiful. Watch some of her zooms, and you'll see how beautiful her garments are on her. They're made very well. They look better than ready to wear, even though she starts with the very, very simple pattern. Everybody's problem is going to be the same. Everybody's. And that is how to make it fit you. Okay? You're going to have that problem no matter whose pattern you buy. Because patterns are made for people who aren't built like us. They're like, what's that stuff they have going on now? Automatic intelligence, that doesn't sound right. Automated intelligence. Huh. It'll come to me. It is scary, scary stuff, let me tell you. But basically, patterns aren't made for especially people in their 50s, 60s, 70s, after menopause, and your body changes so much, and you have the disappearing waist and the falling boobs and the flattening butt, and oh Lord, what next? Can't wait to see it in my 73rd year here. Alright, so that's Judy's 3 books. Now, we're not doing Sure Fit Designs right now, but if we were, I would praise that system highly, highly too. People ask me which one should I get. And back some time ago, I compared the 2. If I can find the video where I compared the 2, I'll put it here or here. You'll see a little circle with the eye in it, and if you click on it, then you can go to that video. I must make a mental note in my head to be sure and put that up there. But I love Sure Fit Design, and I'd like to get back working with it again once I get through this ABC challenge. Sure Fit Designs mainly has darts. Fit Nice system has no darts, but I know how to put a dart where no dart has ever been, so we can do that. Now, who else asked me some questions? You asked me some questions about the purses, the link for the purses. I will put that down below. Project, it's called Project something, I don't remember its name, I haven't done it yet. By the way, this is Judy. It's a good picture of her. I've got the lights here and the cameras way across the room, because you know I'm trying to stay away from up closes of my face. So I have my Callie cardigan all put in an envelope and labeled with pictures of the top on it, and I have done a couple changes to the back of it. Somebody noticed, some of you are just, you don't miss a thing. You remind me of myself. The back pulls up, and I keep pulling it forward. It just feels funny on the shoulders, being fabric on top of fabric. I don't know what it is, but I think it's the shirt inside is falling back. I'm not sure, but I keep pulling the thing forward to get the collar up to my neck. So I added another round back correction up here in the back of that pattern, paper pattern. And what else did I do? I took a tuck in the back neck right here to make it fit me tighter. So I want to make another one. I have another corduroy around here someplace. Somebody told me that this is a stretch corduroy, and hello, I think that's what it is. It is just, oh. And I got it years ago at Hancock's. So if you find that somewhere, it's probably going to be at Etsy or I don't know. But those are the colors I love, you know, black and white. Black and anything, white and anything, and turquoise is my very favorite color. I think that's it. I had several people ask me about the purses, so I will definitely describe that in the description box below. You usually have to click on show more, and then that'll open up. And oh, I know what one of you told me. I know what one of you told me. Oh my heavens. Oh my heavens. Let me take the camera off. I have to show you. One of you said you forgot the cat quilt. Where is the cat quilt? Well, here's the cat quilt. And I clean tables off, and the stuff I clean off ends up all over the room. It is so sad. But here's what I'm going to back it with. This is going to be the backing, and I have to build it. It's only 45 inches wide, so I've got to build the backing to get it pinned on. But here's Jerry's kitty quilt. Can you believe I forgot to put that on my list in the other room? So I must dash in there right now and do that. So I probably won't talk to you anymore until tomorrow because we got to take Sideburns to the doctor. But I'll be back in just a second for you. So I've been organizing. I showed you my organizing in my Lost Snippet too. Look here at these trays I got. I got these from Amazon. And they are stacking trays. One tray stacks on top of the other. But I'm not using them stacking, as you can see. I put them up in here. And I just love that it's separated by a pile of junk in here so I can see it. Isn't that nice? I just love sectioned dividers. And I totally rearranged my closet. I showed you that in the missing snippets, but I'll show it to you again. Oh yes, seam rippers go here. Little gauges go here, pointy thingies. And things to clean your iron go here. And pin cushions, walking feet, my clapper, my glasses, my spray starch, which I'm using right now because I've got to starch all of these strips for my Edit a Sitar block of the month. Some shears. Shears don't really fit here, but I don't usually use shears, so I'll just put those down here. I have pin cushions that hold pins for my long arm, and they're different. They're hat pins, and it's so hard to figure out where to put those. I've got my rufflers and a walking foot here, and all of my glues, and I've got an odd stamp and 3 odd buttons. All of my glues. Here's 2 earrings. It's a good place for your earrings, Joy. So, yes, I want to tell you about the irons. Now, there is an iron in my store. I think I've added the new iron. I'll have to look and make sure in my Amazon store. Now, yesterday the cooking section didn't work. I am removing, if I haven't already, the former steam station, the Rowenta steam station that has the big water bucket that you had to put on the side, and your iron was attached to it with a long cord. Mine was purple. I had several, 4 or 5, maybe 6 of them over the past 10 years. Loved them, loved them, loved them. Well, the last one finally gave up the ghost, so I decided to order another one. Well, they don't make the purple one anymore, but there was a blue one, $300. I ordered the blue one, opened it all up. Thank goodness I took pictures of the way it was packaged, because you could never ever get it back in there if you didn't. Set it up over here, and I hated it. Hated it. It was so different. Very, very different shape, different weight. I would just barely touch the handle. It would just roll over sideways on my machine. I would squeeze it to get the steam to come out. I would let go of it, and it just stayed squeezed in, and the steam just kept pouring out. It leaked. It was horrible. The bucket part, the container part that held the water was completely different. I hated it. So I packed it all up, sent it back, and when I did, I was doing my return, I checked some of the comments, the reviews, and one lady said exactly what I just told you. I thought, why didn't I read the reviews? It's not the same iron. China's taken it and totally cheapened it or something, I don't know. It's not the same iron. So I had to choose a different iron. So I looked for an iron with really good reviews, and this was it. It's still a Rowenta, but it's very pretty. I thought it was black and white, but I think it's dark navy, although it sure looks black to me. Black and white. It's called Rowenta Focus, 1725 watts. The other iron was 1800 watts. When I'm spraying it, are you hot yet? Let's see if it's ready. Now you have to add water more often, but it still holds a lot of water compared to some irons. But once it gets heated up, I'll show you how it steams, because it steams real good. Now that's on, off. This is echo. It has echo where it steams by itself. See that? Ooh, isn't that nice? And then it has even a higher one than that, where it steams by itself. And there it is leaking a little bit, and that's because it's not totally hot yet. I'm heating it up. And there's one bad thing about this iron, and somebody mentioned it. The squirty buttons, the squirt of steam, and the water sprayer buttons are right here. So when you grab this, if your hand touches these at all, it just starts squirting water, and it just starts steaming. So you have to train your brain to pick it up back here. See, is what you have to do. See how bad it drips? Because it's not hot yet. If irons aren't hot enough, they will drip. So we'll let that finish heating up. But I wanted to show you my new iron. You put the water in it right here. Right there's the hole. You put the water in it and shut it. And let me tell you something else. One of the men left a comment. The directions on these Rowenta irons tell you not to use distilled. Specifically, it's whatever you do, don't use distilled water. Tells you to use just water out of your water faucet. Well, that, according to that man and according to my husband, is the dumbest idea in the whole world. That water turns to white, gooky, little tiny rocks in your iron, and it ruins every iron. This man said, anybody with half a pea brain would know you need to use distilled water in your iron. So, since I've had 5 or 6 of them all go bad, I'm using distilled water in this one, even though it says not to. So, totally up to you. As Judy Kessinger always says, you do what you want. But remember, if they're not all the way hot, they will leak. So that's it for my iron. I like it so much, I have ordered 2 more of them. And get this, that one iron was $300 that I sent back. This one is $60. So I have this one, I've ordered 2 more. So 3 6s is $180. So I've got 3 irons for over $100 less than the one iron. And the reason, what'd you do that for? Because they keep changing everything, and they keep turning something good into garbage. So I thought, if I really like this iron, I better order a couple more, and then when this one dies, I'll already have 2 more. No warranties, of course, will work that way, because they'll already be past their year. But I just think, because everything's getting so messed up everywhere. Oh my goodness, we were watching. Oh, I remember the word now. I remember the word now, the AI word. You'd be so proud of me. It's artificial. Artificial is right. Artificial intelligence. And there's some new app that's an app. I guess it's an app. Like Google, where you can look anything up. You can ask any questions in the whole wide world. And the answers come from artificial intelligence. Yes, very scary. And this lady that was talking about it, I was watching her last night. Jerry was asleep, his shoulder was hurting him, and he'd fallen asleep. And this lady said that artificial intelligence is going to be doing all the jobs. It knows, if you've ever put a picture on your phone, if you've ever done like I'm doing and have a YouTube channel, they know your voice, They know your actions, your reactions. They can make something look like you and sound like you. So take it for instance. Say some young person is trying to make a decision, and somebody that they trust, a good friend or whatever, supposedly calls them and says, hey, I'll tell you what to do about this, that, or the other thing. And say, I'm Mary, your best friend. But really, it's not Mary at all. It's artificial intelligence acting and sounding and talking like that. They could get your bank accounts. They could get your investments. They can get your anything. Not to mention, it's going to be like you used to see in, was it the Star Wars? Where they have the army of the robots. You know, the big white robots. Yeah, they plan on fighting wars with artificial intelligent robots. It is so scary. I tell you, there's so much going on that people don't know about. Now, Edita says, always start your fabrics. Now, I never learned this about quilting, but she said your blocks will come out, and since I'm making little itty-bitty tiny squares, I thought, hey, I better do it. She says use Best Press. I'm using Quilter's Starch Savvy by June Taylor. Just as good. So that's what that's about. Now we're going to put this back in its proper slot, and I'll show you my closet and how organized it. I think you can see it from there. I am not sure. But I ordered a bunch more container type things that I could put in here to hold all of my different things. So I have one that has everything that's sticky, scotch tapes. This one has woolly nylon. This one has whiteboard pens and erasers and colored pencils. And here is the ironing mat that you can remove and take with you to a class. I have 2 of them. And here's the back scratcher. You gotta have a back scratcher, you know. That was my mother's actually. And down here I have all of these bolts. They are mostly easy pattern, heat and bond, totally stable, things that you use to do embroidery and make purses and cut patterns out with. And then right here I added these 2 little thingies for my quilting gloves and some socks, and then in here are all of my rotary blades. Then let me show you what I bought that is super, super helpful. These things right here, they're called shelf dividers. I have to handle it down. Shelf dividers. And you're supposed to glue them down, but I don't have to glue them down because I have enough stuff that just holds them up. And so instead of all of those bolts just being on top of each other and me having to pull half a dozen of them out to find the one I wanted, they're all separated now. Isn't that awesome? I'll take the camera off and show you close up. There, now you can see. And then the partial ones, I just rolled those up and set them on top. See? Isn't that awesome? So I put 2 of those divider things there and 2 of them down here on the bottom. And it holds everything so nice. Isn't that awesome? I just love organized stuff. You see my steam seam right there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes. Gotta have lots of that stuff. And back there I've got things I don't use very much. Oh, it's just wonderful. It doesn't seem like Saturday, but it is. It's almost 3 o'clock. And we just got back from Durant, where we went to return some Amazon things to the UPS store there. And Jerry's just barely making it. His arm is hurting. He insists on driving. It's his right arm. But we went to UPS and returned 3 boxes. Then we went to Applebee's and had lunch. Then I had a return to do to Dollar Tree, and he said, can I just wait in the car? And so I came back out from Dollar Tree, and he said, I really just need to go home and take a nap. So he is hurting for certain. No bones are broken that the doctor could see. and she was going to have a radiologist look at the rest of the x-ray that I guess they were going to look at the rotator cuff or something. And she said if we didn't hear from her, it meant there was no severe damage. So I don't know if it's like a sprained ankle or what, but he's hurting because Jerry never ever complains unless he really hurts. So I said, you just go rest the rest of the day, and I'm going to go upstairs and play. You want to see what I make? They're so stinking cute. You know, I told you how I'm doing my February block of the month with Edda. Now, she's got more than one block of the month, but this is the one that she's doing from her book, A Season. I told you about it already, A Season in Blue. And we're making these adorable little baby 9 patches. Are they super cute or what? I only have 8. I think I have 8. Yeah, I have 8 and I have to have 25. So I'm going to try to get the rest of my 25 little baby blocks done. And then you cut plain squares to put in between all of these background squares. So I'm going to play with that this afternoon. If say I get this done in an hour, I think I will work on getting that kitty cat quilt pinned on the long arm and start long arming it before I forget how. We shall see. So it's Sunday, February 5, 2023, and here I am in my sewing room. We had lunch. We did shine this morning. I just got through editing it, and I'm waiting for it to process so I can put it up on YouTube. And after church this morning, and while I was finishing editing, look what I did. Look what I did. I'm so proud of me. This is February's block of the month for the Season in Blue quilt along. So here's month 1, and here's month 2. So I am so excited. I mean, I've only got 10 months to go. Did you know there was another quilt that I had not added to my list in there yet? Can anybody tell me what it was? I don't even know if I can remember. How did I think of it? Oh, the coffee quilt. Remember the coffee quilt with the stars? Yeah, I found it over there on my box. I thought, what's this down here? I can't even believe how many quilts I started. And probably not all of them were started in 2022. I probably started some 21, 20, who knows. But I've certainly got a load of quilts to finish. And why I'm starting another one, I don't know. What I really want to do is make my little cotton top to go under my jacket. I'm so excited. Somebody told me, I think 2 or 3 have told me now this is corduroy. I don't know why I didn't know that. So if I had known it was corduroy and I had cut it the right way, the little stripes would be going this way. But it doesn't seem right for the leaves to go that way. So I think I cut it the right way. These are all the scraps I have left, so. I definitely want to do this. You know, it wouldn't take me a couple hours. I've got Peggy Sager's sleeveless shell all cut out, ready to sew, the paper of it. I think if I just added a 1/2 inch to each of the side seams, I bet you I could cut it out of this and it would work just fine. So it's either that this afternoon or I need to start a D blouse. So I don't know. I'm excited. I love being busy and the sun is shining. I just turned on the air conditioner in this room. I think I'm going to go outside and walk around for a little bit, and then I'm going to come back upstairs, and then I'm going to start my next project. So I'll see you then. So it's Thursday. It's Thursday, and I haven't found any more quilts to add to my board, Miracle of Miracles. But I am quilting the boat quilt. You want to see? Look. This is going to be noisy, but I want to show you. See my waves? Those are waves, and they're sewing into my Blue Escape quilt. Remember? Blue Escape? Look here. I'm actually finishing it. I know. My friend Jeffy helped me yesterday for hours. he was actually fixing ladies' hair, cutting hair in his beauty shop, and helped me while doing that. He is definitely a multitasker type, I can tell you that. So I just wanted to show you this is what I'm doing. Oh, I love to watch this. I just love to watch it. There's my thread way back there. Isn't it pretty? And there's my wave. Ooh. Lusciousness. Lusciousness. Yeah, so you can see why I have to come out here to talk to you. That machine is quite loud, but I'm loving the waves. My friend Jeffy, the amazing software teacher for the software that I have for my long arm, you can see him if anybody's interested on the group called the Quilt Path group, I guess it's called, on Facebook. And you can see him post there once in a while. So anyway, he helped me figure out how to sew around the sails. What are you opening, Joy? I know. Bad memory. This is batik. It's supposed to be a stretch rayon batik that I'm going to make that hold on. I dropped my thank you note. 72-inch wide batik cotton jersey knit. This stuff isn't cheap. 20 bucks a yard or something. It has two-way stretch, and you can pre-wash it to remove the wax. Wash in your washing machine, warm water, regular cycle, extra rinse, dry medium heat. Fantastic, that's how I do everything. So this is it. I was looking for the word poncho, but they call it a topper. So I ordered this to make that with. I hope I like it. I hope I like it. That's rayon? It feels like a cotton knit, you guys. Huh, it's not as bright as I thought it would be. I thought it would be brighter. But it is really awesome that they can do batiks out of stretchy knit fabric these days. So let's play like I made it. Ta-da! Instant poncho! Oh, it's a good color. Oh yes. That's a good color. I like it, and oh, it feels wonderful. Gee, I hope I really like this pattern since this is such nice fabric. You know what? I think I'm going to cut this out of something else that's not as expensive first and make it up. And then if I really like it, then I'll use this. Otherwise, this is just lovely. Oh, very, very nice. And I can always use it for something else if I decide I don't like the way this fits. So that's what that's about. I put my B-top, that crazy botched Bella, I put my B-top up on Fit Nice Sisters. You go to Facebook and you go to the Fit Nice Sisters group. And you can all go there if you want to and just tell them you want to be a partner or a grouper or whatever they call you. I know, I don't get out much. My machine quit sewing. I have to go do more waves. Good morning, everybody. I'm going to put this at the end of my snippets. You remember maybe I lost my snippets and maybe I didn't? Well, when I got back, day before yesterday, Wednesday, this is Friday, my computer still wasn't working right. I mean, it was working, but I couldn't get on the internet. I get on the internet through Chrome, Google Chrome, and I could not get it to work. I restarted it, pushed everything I thought I was supposed to push. I was quite patient, really. And finally I went and I got my brilliant husband again. And so he got on the internet through Microsoft. And then he re-downloaded Chrome. And so then when I got my Chrome back, I got all my stuff back. And I found out yesterday morning that my Snippets, although I just about fell asleep watching them, I'm like, how do people watch this stuff? Well, of course, you know, you didn't do it and you haven't watched it 2 or 3 times, so maybe it works a little better that way. But I'm just going to plug this in at the end of that Snippets, because I think there's about 30 minutes on it. And I'm going to tell you what I brought back from Lewisville, Texas. Now, as usual, we go down there with our RV. And this was our choice to go down there this time because it's supposed to have maintenance at 24,000 miles. And you know, Jerry's Mr. Super Perfect and wants it completely up to date every minute. So they told us 2 days. They work 7 days a week now. So they took our coach all day Sunday and all day Monday. And then they told us, we're sorry, it's not done. So they took it all day Tuesday. And then they said, we're sorry, it's still not done. So they had it Wednesday until 3 or 4 o'clock. So then the weather people, I don't know if the weather people all have alcohol and drugs for lunch or what, but I'm telling you, I don't know where they go to school now, if they have meetings with the groundhog or whatever. But I am telling you, they predicted, said a storm was coming, a very bad storm, heavy rain and hail. Well, of course, Jerry just, it's going to hail, we've got to go home, because there, our RV would be outside the parking lot. Here, it's in Jerry's barn. And it was supposed to be horrible weather here and horrible weather there. So, even though it was 4 o'clock, Jerry decided we were going to drive home. And of course, I'm thinking, well, what if the storm and the hail start on our way home? Oh, no. We got home about 7 p.m. all night long, not a single raindrop. No wind, no rain, no hail, no anything. But anyway, we got home and we were very glad to be here. So I was just going to show you what I came home with. I told you I was going to go to JoAnn and that I was a bad girl and I shouldn't go there and I shouldn't buy anything. Well, I ended up spending $150 there. I may take some of it back, I don't know. But they were supposedly having this big sale. You know, JoAnn's has fake sales. Y'all know that, right? And so these things, it was all storage things on sale. And if you ever want to know if they're really on sale, while you're in there, go to Amazon. Look the thing up on Amazon. So these supposedly were 50% off, right? The 50% off price was $1 to $2 less than Amazon's regular everyday price. Yes. So I decided, feel sorry for JoAnn, you know, even though I get so frustrated with them with their fake sales, at least they're here. And we don't have anything else. So I thought, fine, I'll just spend the extra whatever dollars. And then when I checked out, I forgot to look up the coupons and use the coupons. But anyway, this is the ones I chose. This is called Super Satchel Double Deep. So you can find it on Amazon if you think you want one. But my purpose for it is I have bags and boxes and tons of scraps. And I just keep sticking them in plastic bags or in a box. And I'm like, what am I going to do with all these scraps? You know, I'm talking about little pieces. So this has compartments. Now, I haven't tried to put these in here yet, but I figure, you know, they can't be that difficult, right? Then again, let me see. Oh, okay, so this obviously goes like this. They come with these little dividers. So see there, that's the middle. And so then you take these and somehow they coordinate the sides. I don't know how. You know, there's probably some directions in here somewhere. Oh, so there's two. There's two. So here's one. I don't have any glasses on or my contact, my close-up contact. So I don't think we're going to have a lot of luck until I get some. But so anyway, once you figure out how to do it, you'll have you'll have 8 compartments. And I bought 4 of these. No, I bought 3 of them. I bought 3 of these. So I figure 8 times 3, 24 compartments. And so then I thought I could put the scraps in the compartments by color. You know, the red, the pink, the blue, the green, the orange, the black, you know what I'm saying? And then I could just stack these up over there in my attic. And then I could do, you know, those little projects you use with scraps. Like right now there's one making little hearts. Oh, I got one. I got the cutest one from my friend Chris. Thank you, Chris. I got a letter coming to you. It's cute. It's 1,000 times cuter than the one I saw on the internet this morning. But I saw how it was made, and it was really fun. And they talk about the ones they were doing. You're supposed to put this little note on it and just leave them laying in places. Although you can't leave them in stores or hospitals or all these places you couldn't leave them. I thought was the point of making them. But you're supposed to leave them laying around, and then people are supposed to find them and take them home. I'm not doing that. But Chris with the K sent me one that she made. It's in the Coach. I'm keeping it in the Coach. It's my Coach mug rug, and I love it. I just love it. It is so, so cute. So I can't show it to you right now. But next time I'm in the Coach, I'll show it to you. So what I have to hurry up and tell you because this video snippet thing will be too long. Okay, these just came out of the washing machine. These two, I wouldn't swear to it, but I think I got them on one of those 60% off days from Fabric Mart Fabrics because I thought they were really pretty, and this is that super soft double brushed poly, and it's stretchy, it's a knit, stretches both ways, and I have several nightgowns made out of it, and I'm telling you, if it wasn't for the rules of the world, I would wear those nightgowns all day, every day. They are so, so comfortable. So I probably have enough. I can make a shirt and a lounge gown. So this has been washed. This is another one. And this one probably has roses, knowing me. Do you have roses? Of course you have roses. So I had to buy this for roses. I'm telling you, a lot of my knit shirts that you see me wear all the time, they're getting worn. They're starting to get those puffy things on them, and even though I have a shaver to shave them off, I thought, you know, I really should make some new ones. It's not like I don't have miles of fabric to do it with. But this is a pretty navy blue with roses. So of course I had to have that. It doesn't stretch a whole bunch this way, but it stretches. You know, you have to have a lot of stretch going around you. See, look at this. This would be the going around you part. So, washed and ready to put away. Then this is what I came home with. I could not tell you what's in this bag. I know I bought something to make one of Judy Kessinger's styles, but, oh, I do remember. Oh, I do remember. It was in the knit section, and it was in the new spring knits department. And I started out looking for something to make one of those ABC challenge tops, and I ended up with this because, oh, I just love these fabrics. So here's the first, you know, I like blue. Here's the first one I saw, and I thought, oh, that is so pretty. I just love that blue. It is so pretty. See, this is brand new at JoAnn's. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Let me cover up my wrinkles and show you. Isn't that pretty? So I love the white, I love the blues, and they just happen to have a solid that matches it perfect. Same company, same make, same style, and so I decided I'm going to make knit pants or a long knit skirt, and this will be a top. And I just think this is just super, super pretty. These have to be washed. So they were on a fake sale, 30% off, ridiculous. On sale, they were like $15 a yard. I mean, I have to really love it to spend that kind of money on fabric. And it's the same as this. It's the super soft, super stretchy, polyester spandex. Very nice. Then they had one more. And I didn't find a match to make pants, but it has flowers. It has flowers. I mean, what are you going to do? I don't think they're roses. But I don't care. They're still beautiful. They might be, oh, what are those called? Peonies? They might be peonies. Not sure, but I love the colors. I'll hold it up close This is brand new, JoAnn's, and I had to have it just because I love the colors of it. I probably have some red knit around here someplace. I could make a pair of pants to go with, but if not, I'll wear it with gray. I have a lot of gray knit pants. I need to make some more yoga pants. My friend Philly is making the J-Lee yoga pants, I guess they're called. I've made several of those patterns and I love them. Here's my coupon. 25% off your total purchase. Yes. Then read down here the fine print. There's 200 things it won't work on. I walked in there with it one day and I thought, I was standing in line to buy something and I thought, I wonder what this fine print says. Put on glasses over glasses and started reading it. Not good on this, not good on that, not good. I think I was trying to buy iron that day and it's not good on irons. So, anyway, that's what I bought. I need to get those washed, these put away, figure out how to organize my box, and I've got my boat quilt ready to come off the long arm. So I think I might bind it today, and so on my next snippets, I may show you my finished boat quilt. Now, that's not its name. I think it's called Blue Escape. It's an edited sitar pattern, and it's called Blue Escape. So, watch for my next video. Now, somebody asked me something, and I said, I'll tell you in my next video. Oh, memory. Oh, what was it? What was it? Oh my gosh, you'll have to remind me. I said I'll tell you in my next video, but I don't remember what it was right now. And remember, I couldn't get on my computer yesterday, so I wasn't able to read my comments, or I probably would have written it down. All right, end of this snippet video. I'll see you again soon.